So we are in the middle of Lionsgate and we're about to have the most amazing total solar eclipse where we are. I think the last time was a couple of years ago, and we are going to be able to really see it this time because it's going to be very visible in Europe and in England, particularly southwest England. Um, and it's really interesting because I think, as we all know, eclipses are very much about endings. And of course, with endings, there are always new beginnings. And what is happening, as I think many of you have been feeling, is that the energies right now are really inviting us to have the courage, I would say the lion-hearted courage, as we are in Lionsgate, to face our shadows so that we can allow them to come up into the light and to be really full of illuminated light and of feeling really able to hold on to the wisdom that our experiences give us, and particularly our shadow experiences give us, but to be able to transmute them into light. Everything that we are being invited to step into at the moment is so much about how we can shine our light better, how we can feel even more aligned in heart and soul, and how we can really move beyond the constructs of things that feel heavy and dense and also very much ego mind orientated, coming really into our hearts so that we are able to walk a path that is much more paved with love. And of course, with Mary Magdalene, as we know, she was teaching in her incarnation with Yeshua about the path of love, the way of love, this way of thinking with love and speaking with love and then acting with love and making love the emotion of choice, the behavior of choice. And she did that with so much courage and so much conviction. Whatever difficulties were facing her, she always chose love. Even at the crucifixion, she chose love. So as we are moving so rapidly into the new era, this new age of Aquarius, where we know it is about much more collaboration, collective consciousness, this way of feeling our interconnectedness, and also that we are really empowered to work together instead of being separate, instead of being excluding people. It's much more inclusive. It's a much more um, fair and kind and just way of being. So everything that we can do in working through our shadows, working through our things that we really want to be able to alchemize to be able to step forward into our true alignment is helping not just us, but also everyone around us. And we shine into our circles of our friends, of our colleagues, of the people that we connect with. Everyone else is doing that too. And that is what is really shining so much light around the planet. And of course, activating the light codes that have been seeded, throughout the centuries and certainly in Mary Magdalene's time with Yeshua. So in this meditation, because we also have the eclipse that's coming up, which of course is all about light and shadow, we're really going to look at how our shadows that we hold, that we maybe are aware of or maybe not so aware of, are really obscuring our light. And that when we are able to hold them, let them come up into light, holding them with love, we are actually able to take the wisdom that they have to teach us so that we know what that experience was like, but we can let go of the heaviness. We can shine even more. We can add to our own light. And so, what we will be experiencing is how Mary Magdalene is really helping us to shine, to go through this process of gentle alchemy, to allow the wisdom experiences to be retained while the shadows are just dispersed, shall we say, lightened. And we will also be really receiving Mary Magdalene's blessings. We will be connecting with the divine rose. And you will also be able to really set your intentions because with eclipses, even though they are so much often about the endings, they are also very much about new beginnings and new blessings. And with eclipses, even though the eclipse happens on one day, the effects tend to happen over the months to come. So when you are really thinking about your intentions of what it is that you want to bring in, what is it that you want to experience, what do you want to call forward for yourself? It's thinking about in the months to come and how that will shape your years to come. Because what we are being offered now is to define how we wish to step forward when it is in alignment with our soul's purpose, where it is in alignment with how we are shining our light. So I invite you to feel really comfortable and just close your eyes. Just bring your attention to your breath, noticing your in breath and noticing your out breath. And if there's anything in your body that feels a little bit tense, you can just allow the breath to go to that place. And there is a beautiful, brilliant beam of golden light that comes from your soul down through your highest chakras to the soul star chakra above your crown chakra. It is illuminating it like a beautiful jewel, helping to bring the messages from your soul into your awareness. And this beam of golden light comes down into your crown chakra. And you may feel that open like a beautiful crystal crown of light, connecting with your spirit guides, with the angels, with the ascended masters. Really receiving this beautiful light, your beautiful connection. And this beam of golden light comes into your third eye chakra, your brow chakra, really helping you to discern what is real and what is illusion, what is true and what is false. And your brow chakra works really closely with your heart chakra, and both together really help you with the power of discernment to know what is right for you, what is the true path to follow, and also really enhancing your psychic vision and your intuition. And this beam of golden light comes down into your throat chakra, bringing you blessings to your voice, to your throat, to your ideas, your expression of who you are, bringing softness and gentleness and soothing. And this beam of light comes into your heart chakra, meeting the light that already lives in your heart and helping it to shine out really radiant. And knowing that your heart is always connected with your soul, helping you to walk your path. It is a true guide, like a true compass. When we are able to be connected in our hearts rather than in our ego minds, really feeling our heart connection. And now this beam of golden light comes into your solar plexus. enhancing your I am presence, your sovereignty, soothing any emotions that you've felt have been heightened, or perhaps not even your emotions, maybe you've taken on for someone else. This golden light just helps them dissolve so that you are feeling illuminated and present. And this beam of golden light comes down into your sacral chakra, inspiring your creativity, helping you feel so confident in all of your talents, all of your abilities, helping you feel whole and really able to shine your light. And this chakra also holds any hurts and sadness and criticism, either that we've given to ourselves or that we've received from someone else or other people. So let this beautiful beam of golden light bring in softness, bring in healing, letting those old hurts dissolve, really enhancing your feeling of being most definitely enough, most definitely worthy. Let that shine in your sacral chakra. And the beam of golden light comes down into your root chakra, bringing so much vitality and life force energy. The universe and your guides and the angels remind you that you are always looked after. You are always kept safe. Your soul, your heart are always safe. And now this beam of golden light comes down through your feet to the Earth Star chakra that lights up like a beautiful rose and sends beams of light all the way up around your aura to meet the beam of golden light coming down from your soul. And you are completely surrounded in this golden light. And you are aware of a beautiful spiral of roses, and they are so fragrant, winding around you, being like this beautiful balm to your aura, full of enormous blooms that are so gorgeous. And as the roses open, you can feel the softness. You can feel the gentleness of all of these roses. And these roses are the sacred rose, bringing you a beautiful connection with the cosmic rose, with the Divine Mother, with all of the energies of beauty and grace and healing softness. And the spiral of roses around you is reminding you that you are held safely when you connect with the divine rose. And the beautiful sacred rose reminds you that you are loved. And in front of you, there is an archway of light. And you walk through this archway and find yourself in a truly beautiful landscape that is lined with a pathway of roses. And you begin to follow this path, noticing the roses around you, breathing in that beautiful perfume, stopping at the ones that really call you. And you notice that the sky is bright blue and the sun is gently warming your skin. And the air is fresh and clear. And there is a gentle breeze that caresses your skin and feels so fresh and full of life. And you feel like you can really breathe deeply. And you're aware that as you follow this path, every time you breathe out, you are breathing out the concerns and thoughts of today. And you are breathing out the worries and doubts of recent days or recent weeks. Just letting them go so that you are becoming really present in this beautiful landscape with these wonderful roses. And you start to tune into these energies around you that are so clear. They feel crystalline. They feel luminous. And these energies are filling you up with feelings of renewal and of possibilities to come. And as you continue walking, you come to water. Perhaps it's a lake or a river, perhaps the sea. And as you stand beside the water, you see how clear it is, how pure this water is. And you see how the sunlight is shimmering on the surface and shining into the water, making beautiful patterns. Just breathe in this energy, this clarity, this purity, this beauty. And you continue walking beside the water, and you see there is a beautiful old wall that is covered in roses. And then you see that there is a door almost hidden by the roses. And you go over to the door and you see that there is a keyhole, but no key. And then in your pocket, you find the key. And you put the key in the lock and turn it and push the door open and walk into the most beautiful secret garden. And you shut the door behind you and look around you at all of the beauty. It is so abundant. There are roses everywhere. And beautiful trees. Maybe you see different birds or butterflies or bees. Just notice everything in this beautiful secret garden. And you see a really big swing hanging from a huge branch of an oak tree. And you go over to it and sit on the swing and begin to swing gently backwards and forwards, feeling the breeze in your hair, feeling how good it feels to be beside this magnificent oak tree. In this beautiful garden, you feel so alive, so free and safe. And you begin to feel so safe here that you can relax into sacred rest. You can breathe deeply, allowing sacred rest to soothe your mind and relax your body. And this sacred rest is bringing you peaceful harmony. And a feeling that you have all the time that you need to rest deeply. And now Mary Magdalene comes into the garden and she comes to join you. And she offers you a sacred rose. You can feel how soft this rose is in your hands. And you look at the colors of the petals and breathe in the beautiful, sweet rose perfume. And the scent of the sacred rose from Mary Magdalene is infusing your aura with grace, with love, with gentle softness and harmony. This sacred rose is soothing and uplifting, and you feel your aura becoming clearer, brighter, even more luminous. And Mary Magdalene says, "Welcome to this place of tranquility and sacred rest, where you may breathe deeply and feel your light in your heart shining brighter as you take this time for yourself." When there is so much happening around you, it is important to remember to come into tranquility and stillness, and to find the place that makes you feel relaxed, where you feel safe, where you are able to breathe so deeply that your nervous system aligns with softness, with grace, with beauty. Thank you, Mary Magdalene. And because you feel so safe in this secret garden, you know that you are fully protected. All the beauty around you is inviting you to be deeply relaxed and happy and joyful. And you are able to be fully present because you are safe and receiving the relaxing, healing benefits of the sacred rose. And in this place of sacred love and sacred rest, you are receiving the wisdom of the blessings of Mary Magdalene. So now just bring your attention to how you feel. Perhaps you feel safe or relaxed. Perhaps you feel rejuvenated, maybe inspired or creative or clear. Just notice how you feel. Now bring your attention to your thoughts. What are you thinking about now? Maybe you're thinking about your connection with Mary Magdalene, or with the rose, or how nice it is to take sacred rest. And now notice what you are not thinking about anymore. Perhaps you notice that something you were worrying about, or a thought that used to be in your mind quite often, just isn't present in your mind anymore at the moment. Perhaps you are not thinking about everything that you have to do or deadlines and obligations. Perhaps you are not worrying about what people think of you or if you're good enough. Maybe you are realizing that quite often you have had thoughts that are critical about yourself or about someone else, or thoughts that really occupy your mind without you really being aware of them. So now, in this secret garden with the beautiful rose and with Mary Magdalene, you are able to become aware of what you are not thinking about when you are feeling this sense of deep peace and sacred rest. And this is to help you to realize the difference that being in stillness and sacred rest makes to your daily thoughts, how it softens them, how it calms them. And maybe noticing that some of the thoughts that were there often, maybe that are critical of yourself, are really not there now. Or that sense of your long list of things that you have to do is not taking up space in your mind. What Mary Magdalene is encouraging you to see is how those repeating thoughts, those general thoughts that happen without really being aware of them, are interference in how you feel, interference in your vibration, because they make it more difficult for you to take sacred rest and calm your mind and let your thoughts relax as your body relaxes. Mary Magdalene is showing you how to let go of those thoughts and be with the rose in stillness so that you can come back into harmony whenever your thoughts are racing or whenever your thoughts are self-critical. And when your mind is racing or you have regular or repeating thoughts that are judgmental or critical of yourself, they are shadows and they obscure your light. And Mary Magdalene is showing you how to become aware of your thoughts. And she's offering you a way to stop them interfering with your light. And now Mary Magdalene invites you to walk with her across the beautiful garden to another door. She opens the door and leads you into a beautiful crystal and glass building that is full of light. And there is a beautiful chair waiting for you so that you can go and sit down. You start to notice all the different crystals, the colors, and how you feel in this crystal glass house with Mary Magdalene. And in the center of this room, there is a well that is shimmering with light. And when you look into it, you can see pure crystalline water. And you begin to notice that this crystalline light is rising from the well and moving gently, filling the room, surrounding your aura with this pure crystalline light from the beautiful well. And just notice how this makes you feel. Perhaps you feel really full of hope, maybe full of love. And this crystalline well water is bringing you the vibration of renewal and love. So that you can choose to let the shadows and interference of overthinking or worrying or self-criticism to come up so that you can let them go. And you can receive the wisdom of what that experience has to teach you. And let them go so that they no longer interfere with your feelings, with your vibration. Or obscure your light. Perhaps you feel that you're no longer going to allow yourself to be held back or limited from your true expression of who you are. Perhaps you feel that you have been carrying burdens of self-criticism and judgment and doubt for far too long, and it is time to let them go. So just let your shadows rise so that you can be aware of them, always holding them with love. Any times and thoughts and feelings of self-doubt, criticism, judgment of yourself, anything that makes you feel that you are impeded from shining your light, just let those shadows come up, hold them with love, and then Mary Magdalene will help you to let them go. But when you invite them to come up into this beautiful crystalline light, knowing that you are held with love and you are able to hold your shadows with love, you will be able to receive the wisdom that they hold before you let them go. And now Mary Magdalene takes your hands and you feel her incredible light filling your whole body, filling your whole aura. And her vibration is so high that you feel like you could float away. And it feels so golden to receive this radiant frequency from Mary Magdalene. And you notice that while you are receiving her energy, all of those shadows of the critical thoughts or worries or doubts are leaving your body. They are leaving your chakras. They are leaving your mind. They are leaving your awareness. And this luminous light of the sacred well transmutes all of them into light. And Mary Magdalene says to you, it is courageous to become aware of the shadows that limit you. It is courageous to choose to do this inner work, to face your shadows honestly, to be able to identify them and notice them. You are able to notice how they have been holding you back, limiting you, making you doubt yourself. You can also be aware that because you know how those thoughts and doubts made you feel and limited you, this is the wisdom that remains when you have the courage to face your shadows. You know that you can let them go and let them be transmuted into light when you come into tranquility and sacred rest, feeling safe and feeling loved. Thank you, Mary Magdalene. And now perhaps you would like to think about a particular shadow that you really wish to let go of. Maybe it's an old behavior pattern or a belief or thought pattern. Perhaps it's a criticism from someone else that still makes you doubt yourself or feel bad. Maybe it's an old behavior pattern that is no longer aligned for you. So as you think about this now, and you become aware of the emotions that are linked with this, and you become more aware of how this makes you feel in your body. Perhaps it makes you feel tense, or you notice it in a particular chakra. So as you bring your awareness to that pattern, that thought, that criticism, how it made you feel, you are allowing the shadows to rise up into love and having the courage to face them, and know that you are receiving the wisdom from them and being able to let them go. So take a few moments to let a shadow rise up, and whatever you feel, please give yourself love. Please honor your feelings, honor yourself, and choose to give yourself love. And then when you are ready, Mary Magdalene will hold your hands again. She will fill your body and your aura with so much golden light. And those shadows are transmuted into light, and the wisdom remains. And now maybe there is another shadow that you can feel rising to be held with love and transformed into light. So just let it rise so that you can understand what the feeling is, what the shadow is, knowing that you are safe and that you are receiving the wisdom and getting ready to let it go with Mary Magdalene's help. And now Mary Magdalene holds your hands again, filling you with beautiful golden light, allowing you to understand the wisdom that that shadow holds for you. And now, letting it be transmuted into light, rising gently and leaving your awareness, leaving your mind, leaving your body. You have a sacred tool to be able to have the courage to face your shadows and integrate the wisdom while transmuting the heavy shadow into light. Perhaps you feel a sense of harmony, peace. Maybe you feel clearer about your next steps. Maybe you feel more in alignment with your heart and soul. And Mary Magdalene says, alignment is like a luminous key that is opening the door to your authentic, true self. When you choose to align your heart and soul, you embody your truth, your wisdom, and your gifts for this time. What have you outgrown? What feels limited? What beliefs do you still hold that are not your beliefs and not your way? Perhaps you feel ready to let them go. Your alignment with your soul path accelerates when you choose to think, speak, and act with love. This is the way of love. Thank you, Mary Magdalene. Now she invites you to look at your own reflection in the pure crystalline water. And as you look at your reflection, you see your own light shining so brightly. And because you have had the courage to face your shadows, and you have the sacred tool to be able to transmute them while keeping the wisdom from those experiences, your light shines brighter. And before the total solar eclipse on Wednesday, you have the opportunity now with Mary Magdalene to tune into the energy of transformation that the eclipse offers. Perhaps you are choosing to end something that does not feel aligned for you anymore. Perhaps you are choosing to move beyond limitations and shadows that were holding you back. Perhaps you are choosing to shine your light, no matter what. And whenever there are endings, there are new beginnings and new blessings and new opportunities. So take a few moments to tune into what you are calling in for yourself, the new blessings and what you are choosing to move beyond, to bring to a gentle close. Mary Magdalene invites you to look again at your reflection, and you see how luminous you are, how brightly your light is shining. Mary Magdalene says, when you feel love flowing in your heart and you make time for yourself, you come into your high vibrational alignment so that you can shine. It is in this place that you know that heavy shadows are no longer present and obscuring your light. Your light is bright and you are following your path. Thank you, Mary Magdalene. And now she leads you through the door back into the secret garden. And as you walk beside the roses, breathing in their beautiful perfume and all of this gorgeous energy of the garden, she takes you back to the door that you arrived at, takes you through it and back to the water. And now you follow the rose path back the way you came, through the luminous arch of light, and you arrive back into your room. The golden light around you goes back into the Earth Star chakra beneath your feet. It rises up through your root chakra, up into your sacral chakra, up into your solar plexus, up into your beautiful heart chakra, up into your throat chakra, your third eye, your crown chakra, back up to your soul star chakra, and back up to your soul. And when you are ready, can come back to the room, have some water, write down everything that you received, everything that is clearer for you,